Buon pomeriggio, benvenuti al panel
Good
Strategy.
afternoon, welcome again to Common Business Strategies Summit. I'm Giulia Neirone, Head of the Press and External Relationship Office, and as anticipated this morning, I will accompany you on these 2 days of our conference. Before introducing you to the speakers of the panel, I want to remind that at the same time we have this platform B2B Italia.org. The fair can be visited by all those who have registered or who will subscribe to the platform these days. I recommend that you visit the fair as soon as the panel ends and tomorrow, because you will have the opportunity to get to know the exhibitors directly, make their contacts, and expand your network. I know that some people have the problems of calendar, but the support will help here and available. I still quickly remind that simultaneous interpretation from Italian to English is present to listen, and you have to simply click on the bottom right interpretation and choose the language. The chat is not active, so I ask you to write in the appropriate space questions and answers. If you want to ask questions to the speakers, always specify first for whom the question is. If there is no time, they will be available. The answers will be available later. And now I give the good afternoon. Good afternoon. I welcome you here in our second session of Italian Balkan Trade Summit. And as Dottoressa Neirone has already anticipated, we will try to deal with important questions today because we want to understand how it's better to proceed to build a new and good network between Italy and Balkanic countries, and the institutions who are open and ready to actually work together and be the part of the European market. So if we can discuss here all the questions and make some small research, it can really facilitate the way, because people and the entrepreneurs will have more information and will be able to act faster and with more help. So I'll give the floor to all the people who will be our relatives today, and I wish you a nice afternoon. I thank President Carnevale, and as far as the institutional speakers are concerned, I now present to the intervention Mr. Bignami. because we know he doesn't have enough time. So, Galeazzo Bignami, Deputy Minister of Infrastructure and Transport. I hope we can hear him. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm very happy to be here and be able to um, be here and use all these technology to be here. I'm sorry, I don't have much time. I hope you can hear me well. Thank you very much for this conference, for your work, everything that you organized today, because it is very important now for us to be able to discuss it. So I'm really, really happy to be able to also be here and actually add my words here, because for us it's very important. It's like a strategy point, because for Italy and for the whole ministry, it's very important to open and build new relationship. We will do everything we can to help integrate the system of transportation in Europe and all the countries who want to be the part of European Union. Our new government also tries to keep moving forward in this, because it's our priority in the strategy for development of our country and the whole European Union. Balkanic countries are considered to be one of the main a partner for us and for our nationality and for our trade and commerce strategy. We are trying to all think about how to collegiate better, how to connect better regions of regions of Adriatic Sea in order to facilitate also the transportation and logistic of different markets and different items and goods. So that's the main point now of our strategy. And I hope that our ministry can be really active and useful for entrepreneurs who want to organize their logistics through the sea, or, for example, organize more traffic for ordinary passengers or for holiday trips through the Adriatic Sea. Now we have some new resources and instruments. We have about 60 millions of funds now to implement the plan of developing the Adriatic Sea area. So to connect Italy better with Balkan countries. That's why we hope to create synergy and more relationship between our country and the European countries and Balkanic countries. So now I can say, and I can consider this as a nice opportunity for entrepreneurs to open more and more for themselves the area of Balkanic countries for commercial relationship, because now we are working on facilitating the infrastructures. Italy has created a huge laboratory of research for the market, and also to understand how to facilitate and make easier the transportation way. That's why I think that we can have this reciprocal interchange, because we can be able, through these transportation systems, to export more of our items and goods, while these infrastructures can bring to Italy more tourists, because we have also lots of places of common tourist interests. So it is a win-win situation for all the parties. And I think that it is very important now to work on this to be more strong. Italy will be the main player in this game, because we put it in our priorities to be able to work more and invest more, and be able also to create new plans and new also transportation systems. trying to facilitate the logistics and transportations also of a railway system to be able to bring to Italy or from Italy more trade and commerce items. So we have this experience already, and we will move forward on this international level. It's a huge level. We really believe in this. And I believe that for whatever reason, with whatever idea or suggestion, you can contact us. And I hope that our work together as a company will be able to add to organic growth of the relationship we have and of the collaboration, because I know that transport is fundamental in this, and we are trying now to do everything possible to work for this on technology level, on know-how level. It's essential that we work together on this and that we try to see the future, try to think about it using more digital technologies and also taking care more about the environment, because it is now one of the biggest priorities too. So together, implying new technologies and some know-how, we will be able to build a huge and important European network of transport and logistics, and also of trade and commerce, because it will facilitate the trade. And we also know the situation in Ukraine and the war that very much influenced the situation in our market and made it kind of vulnerable. But still, we are trying to minimize the consequences and try to find in this difficult time for commerce and trade some opportunities for growth and for being united. We have to realize, to understand that this time is not really easy, but gives us, not stable, but gives us many opportunities to try to make Europe stronger and more united on every level. So for all the scenarios we can see in the foreseeable future, every idea of connecting the countries on commercial levels are good. So Italy will try to support such ideas to be connected with more countries. It is in our priority. So I'm sorry really that I have talked really for a long time, but it was important for me to inspire you with this idea, and I hope that you also will be able to discuss it well and bring it to fruitful collaboration between the countries. Thank you very much, and I'm available for any kind of questions. Thank you very much, Honored Bignani, for taking part in our conference. And we now start the intervention of Minister Urso. He cannot be with us on live broadcast, so I will just let our president read his message. So please, Onorevole Valtertoni. Good afternoon again. I want to thank the Vice Minister Bignami for these words and greetings, and also the Minister Urso for dedicating some of his time to us, even though we all know that he is very, very busy because he is a deputy minister. So I'm reading it. I want to thank the President Maurizio Carnevale and greet also all the participants of the event. And I'm really sorry that I cannot participate directly. This is the moment of privilege for me to validate the relationship of Italy and Balkan countries, because the situation now in the world is not really good. We live in post-pandemic time. Then we have also the war in Ukraine and Russia. That's why we have to rethink about global values trying to put on the first plan relationship in between our countries. I'm sorry. Italy and Balkan countries, they have and had also have lots of close relationship and also very close market, because we can see the data that the export is growing, and Italy is ready to export more products of made in Italy to volcanic countries. Now also we have renewable sources of energy and technology to be able to build our future, our better future. So I will confirm the priority of our ministry to support all the institutions and organizations for trying to expand the market, and also to support and offer our help to all the entrepreneurs who will be trying to expand their market. We can all support investments and investors who will be working there. I'm already sure that your conference will bring a fruitful collaboration and interesting dialogues. So we will evidently see the potential, the future potential of the conference, of the collaboration of our countries. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and I'm sure we can work together for Europe stronger and more advantageous. Thank you very much, Adolfo. Urso. Thank you very much for the sensibility and for the openness of the Minister Urso. Personally, being a president of Trade and Commerce, Italian Trade and Commerce Chamber, Italian Commerce Chamber for Ukraine, I have to also thank him because it is very important now in these days for our European region, and the collaboration can really bring and help us to export more from Italy to foreign countries. Thank you very much. Please, I will give the floor to Giulia Neirone. Thank you very much to the Minister Urso. And now I want to give the floor to Dottoressa Vanessa Russano, Secretary General of FederCamere. One moment, I'll just switch to the video. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Thank you very much for your introduction. Thank you, Maurizio Carnevale and Walter Togni. I wanted just to greet all of you and express my gratitude to ministers who, even though they are busy, could find some time to greet us and be here with us and tell us some very important information. I also want to say that I'm very grateful to all the people who participated in the conference this morning, because we are living in a very interesting and important moment, and it's important for us to be able to discuss it more. I also will I want to say that the people who will talk after me, who will have the floor after me, will also share very important information. And also I wanted to say that FederCamere wants to create active networking between Italian and volcanic entrepreneurships and institutions who work for entrepreneurs and for commerce and in commerce. It is very important to know it and to remember it, because all these institutions offer different services of support for expanding the possibility to work on different levels. So it's very important to be able to ask them and to know that they have help and they can provide with different services, because Balkanic area is very important for Italy and was always important for Italy, as we know. And this morning we have heard and we have emphasized again and again why Italy has crucial role in this relationship and why and what can be done. It is interesting because Italy has a very huge interest in this area, because Balkanic area is growing and is growing also in production and entrepreneurship. That's why we see always the international system being implied and implement there. That's why now it's a good morning. That's a good moment to make the local market of Balkanic countries to be more international and have more relationship with foreign countries like Italy, to approach more to this, to be able to be the part of European Union. So we can see that this is the priority for Italian government too. And we can also say that it is also due because of the geopolitical situation and economic situation, but also cultural. We can say that culturally we are very close, and we have now this integrated approach to try to make stronger relationship and collaboration between our countries. A very important point here is that our world is shrinking, so we have to adapt to it. We have to construct and build more and more partnerships, stronger and stronger network. That's why this is the opportunity for everyone that we can use this plan to reach the success on international markets. So that's why I want to inspire you, and I want to say that this is a nice opportunity for all this parts. It's a win-win situation, and I hope that we can build strong relationship and contribute to sustainable development of both regions, and build relationship which is more than just commercial, which is more like bridge for both communities to promote the development of both regions. And the last thing I wanted to say is the news I wanted to tell you, to share with you. FederCamere wants to be innovative too. So not only I wanted to talk to you about the event, but I also wanted to share with you that we are going to launch a new initiative to support distantly, trying to also help to be people and entrepreneurs more close to each other. We want to divide the B2B platform with everyone, the eventi area, so the events area. So you will be able to organize different events. B2B is 365 days per year. So you will be able to be connected, stay connected with each other all year long. Thank you very much, and see you later. Thank you. I thank Dottoressa Russano for her intervention. And now I ask the technical support to activate Dr. Claudio Oliviero, Director of the Customs Direction of the Customs and Monopolies Agency of the Ministry of Economy and Finance. Dr. Oliviero will talk to us about how to facilitate the development of trade relations between Italy and the Balkan countries through customs activity. I ask Dr. Oliviero to raise his hand so our support can activate the video.
Altrimenti proveremo a tornare al dottor Oliviero, scusate, tra pochi minuti. Il supporto tecnico mi conferma, ok, che
Okay, so we cannot activate it now. So um, I asked to I asked to give the floor to Professor Marchetti, um, Pro-rector for Internationalization of the Luis Guido Carli University, with whom we will talk about economic growth through the Italy-Balkanic collaboration strategies to enhance investment, trade, and economic development. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the invitation. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I am really grateful to be here and be able to share the perspective of our university because our university is very active on Balkanic region. And I think you know that we are very connected to the industrial world to be. I wanted to say that Balkan region always was for Italy a strategic region. Italy was present there for centuries, like trade and commerce activity, and it was always part of the priority for Italian politicians. We have also regional cooperation because when we think about the possibility of investment, we have to say about a small regional cooperation with volcanic regions through the sea. Italy is one of the most important uh, strategic partners too, because the relationship is actually a historic relationship because it established many years ago. That's why now the geography is different, but the relationship stays the same. The relationship doesn't change. That's why we have to keep our economy and our relationship the same, or even try to grow them, obviously. Also, Balkanic region has a strategic geographical position for Italy because if we think about it today, because now we see that global market is different now, and we are trying to make logistics easier, make ways to deliver items shorter and more economic and more environmental friendly. We have to think about Balkanic region because we have very short way to reach them, and they are integrating now to European process. Some of them are already part of European Union, and Italy was always open and shared the idea of helping to all the countries who are only in process of integration to help them. So it is our political connection, cultural connection, economic connection, and commercial connection with this region. Also, we see that these countries are growing, the economic growth. We can see the development of different commerce products. And it is very interesting for Italy because these countries, volcanic countries, They produce a lot. They have lots of companies of productions. And there are also already some Italian companies who put their manufacturers in that region to produce things for agricultural sector, for informational sector. And as we know that agricultural sector and informational sector are very important and are key points for Italian economy. And we see it grow in Italy. One of the key points is the infrastructure development. And we see that it is growing. This sector is growing. And this is very important for the further development of integration between the countries in European Union. So we see that Italian companies are not in a vacuum. They are part of European Union and of European strategies and European know-how. So I think that Italy can play the very important role to project and develop infrastructure in this area of Balkanics. So we have to have some initiatives. We have to come up with ideas to be able to create some new projects together. So to create also some opportunities for Italy and for the region of volcanic countries, not just for big companies, but also for mid-sector and small sector. We know that Italy is full of small and medium companies, businesses, so it will be perfect opportunity for them. And we have to also require to think about politics and social policy. I think that government can support us and help us with this project. As a university, we collaborate with different realities with academies in Slovenia, Albania, Croatia, and Serbia, Montenegro, also Macedonia. We are trying to make a research together. We have many students who come from these countries who will be very important because they know both realities. They know culture and economy of Italy, but also they know the culture and system of their own country. They learn Italian language, and they are huge and very important human resources for companies who want to work in that field. Also, I want to say that it's very important to educate people and educate entrepreneurs. And it's not only about educating young people, but also to educate entrepreneurs of any age, professional education, to provide with professional education people from different fields. We do it now in Italy. We educate many public workers and just entrepreneurs and managers. We do it not only in Italy, but we do it also for different countries. We are trying to be able to prepare even government functionaries. For Serbia, for example, we help to prepare to educate some government representatives. This is our capacity building. It's very important aspect where our university and Italian system in general of education can contribute a lot to create the context of development of economy and commerce. That's it. So I wanted to say that we are available. We already do many things and we are able and available to do more. in this contest. We are ready to go and move forward to develop it in partnership with local governments of these countries and with different companies who work in Adriatic region. And we are here and we will be able to help with anything requiring the collaboration, regarding the collaboration. Business to university or G2U government to university models. These models will be able to create conditions of collaboration and commerce development. Thank you very much. I want to take other time, additional time. Thank you very much. And the event is really nice and it's very important. I think that we have to think and reflect on this topic and evaluate, consider the strategies for the future because we have lots of opportunities. Now we have to pick them. We have to pick them and we can do much more than we already do, and we cannot obviously lose these opportunities. Um, yeah, so it's not only about Italy, by the way, it's also about all European countries because it is the strategy, the common strategy. So it would be really a pity not to pick this opportunity and not to take this advantage of doing this and being present and expanding our economies. Thank you very much, and I wish you a productive afternoon. Thank you very much, Professor Marchetti, for the interesting data he has.
Dovrebbe essere riuscito a collegarsi il dottor Claudio Oliviero, direttore della direzione dogane dell'Agenzia delle Dogane e dei Monopoli. Quindi chiedo per favore al supporto tecnico di attivarlo. Il dottor Oliviero dovrebbe ricevere un avviso per accettare.
And now I want to ask the Dr. Oliviero to join us. Good afternoon.
Buongiorno. Buongiorno a tutti, grazie.
Good afternoon, good afternoon. Thank you very much.
Prego, ci sente?
Sì, perfetto, vi sento, se poi mi ascoltate, va bene. Allora, diciamo, io farò un intervento, cerco di limitare tutte le possibili divagazioni tecniche in materia di tecnica doganale.
I want to talk now about how to facilitate the development of trade relations between Italy and the Balkan countries through customs activity. So I want to make it evident that in any commercial activity and in any investment in the market, it's very important to think about the customs activity. Integration process of Balkan countries to European Union system, it's evident that customs activity and services will be very important. And this field also has to integrate. We can see that Turkey now is trying to do and go through this process, and to be able to invest in any foreign market, we have to think about customs activity. That's why it's good to be able to find representatives of customs agencies of the country one wants to go and invest. Also, it's very important to make a research in order to be able to understand what are the main problems of the region. If we talk about Balkan region, we have to talk about import from foreign countries. So customs service in these countries are very, very attentive to all the items coming through the border. That's why the people, the entrepreneurs have to learn which are the regulations to export the production there, what are limits and taxes. So when one wants to invest, first of all, it's necessary to make a research to understand the opportunities and also to understand the potential problems. And the potential problem here can be customs, because the laws and taxes are different, and it is all new for our entrepreneurs. Because the market is also different and has different technical requirements. And that's why in order to export the items to the country, these items have to be produced according to the legislation, local legislation. Because if we are talking about like prime materials, they can be they can have different certificates. They can have different requirements. So that's why we have to understand that we have to adapt our products to foreign markets if we want to expand our company and our commercial relationship. So when the person works as an interpreter in Italy, it helps, but it is not enough to understand well how the foreign market works. So that's why I want to emphasize it, because entrepreneurs who want to open the production also in these countries, Balkan countries, they have to consider the problem of customs too, because while producing items in one of Balkanic countries, the person will have also to bring these items back to Italy, or to send the material to those countries. And there are many legal moments, there are many problems of taxes, because in this case, in order not to pay more for different fees, the person has to make a research and know well about the taxes in order to be able to find the best way for the entrepreneurship and the activity. Because in every country there are some policies trying to also facilitate the presence of foreign companies and making that these companies come and are interested in working, but still there can be some new things that people have to make a research and understand how to do it. That's why our office, our agency is always available for any help and any information to facilitate the process of import or export between countries. The same research has to be done also in that foreign country by entrepreneurs there, because it is not something that cannot be ignored, because it also has very big expenses and taxes. So if entrepreneurs don't consider it seriously, they can have, unfortunately, big money losses. This is a very delicate question and delicate aspect, because in every country, every custom has different requirements. That's why our agency has many offices where we can be able to help with these questions. we have primary offices and secondary offices in our country. Our agency is present in every port and on the Adriatic Sea or Ionic Sea to be able to facilitate transportation by sea. That's why we can guarantee our presence and the facilitation of the presence of the transportation and logistics. We can operate in different situations, for example, with urgent situations, urgent logistics, and so on. That's why my tip is to try to work with such institutions as ours in order to avoid unnecessary mistakes and unnecessary expenses. We can help Italian clients and not only Italian clients to avoid problems and facilitate customs services and transportation services, because our professionals are always available for any help and to use their qualification and knowledge to help facilitate the logistics for the companies. We also have courses for entrepreneurs to be able to educate entrepreneurs. It's about 200 hours course to be able to open to people this world of customs activity and to give them the opportunity to understand better how it is all done. So you can always ask me about these courses. I will be happy to give the information and provide with more details about these courses and about any kind of courses where you also can obtain a certificate and have a certificate in customs activity. All our workers are highly professional workers. They have a vast experience in working for customs activity and also many years of experience in research and analysis of customs activity. They have lots of experience in logistics and all the chain of transportation of items from Italy to foreign countries. One more thing very important that I wanted to emphasize is to use social channels of our agency. We have the service of questions where we can answer. So you can just write your questions on our social channels and we will try to answer you. There is our website accessible from any part of the world and any country.
Abbiamo inoltre la possibilità, diciamo, di poter anche consultare i siti dell'Unione Europea.
You also have the possibility to go and visit European Commission websites to know more about custom activities of countries and all the regulations, and also some documents, new documents, and some new agreements between European Union and non-European Union countries in order to be able to be keep updated your companies and be able to know the latest documents and the latest regulations about the commerce and trade. because nowadays they are trying to also make some new legislation in order to facilitate, make people, make entrepreneurs be able to send easier and faster and with less taxes in order to provide entrepreneurs with better way of providing their work, providing their services. That's why you can go and see on the website about the customs activity and new laws, new legislation about new tariffs, new taxes. That's why you will be able to always be updated in order to spend less money on taxes on import and export in the European Union and non-European Union countries. We also have Ministry of Foreign Affairs channels, embassies channels, websites where you have the possibility to find some news and more so commercial news. And also the Commerce Institution, which has also lots of information about the foreign markets. We are always available for any kind of help. Our agency is able to help with all these custom services, custom export services or import services.
Sui mercati di destinazione, però sicuramente è un primo passo, un buon passo per iniziare.
So this will be a nice help because it can help evaluate the possibilities of expanding the activity. It's a strategical point because when companies want to integrate, they have to consider this aspect because sooner or later all companies have to check this detail about the import and export through customs. Thank you very much for your attention, and I want to thank you for the attention. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for these for your participation. And I want to present your Zsuzsanna Carli from Central European Initiative, with whom we will talk about how to promote regional economic cooperation between Italy and the Balkan countries, opportunities and challenges for sustainable development and European integration. From Central European Initiative, I want to thank you for the invitation and tell that I'm very happy to say that we can help providing entrepreneurs with more economic collaboration. There are many legislations which regulate different collaborations and cooperations in economy of Central Europe and East Europe, West Europe. We have lots of European international projects, and in last decades we can see the constant growth of our collaboration, more so for the region of Adriatic Sea and the Ionic Sea, and also with European and non-European countries. Albania, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Macedonia, and all other Balkanic countries are very interested in collaboration. Also, we know about Ukraine and Moldova, two other non-European countries interested in constant collaboration with European countries and European market. So we have to say that it is our priority. We want to concentrate on this collaboration and cooperation to be able to promote this growth and to create more projects, to develop more projects here. We have more financial projects from European Union which contribute to transportation system and to this collaboration between different organizations with countries from non-European countries. We also have projects of European mobility for entrepreneurs, and they open new ways of investments and new projects and new opportunities and new sustain for companies and entrepreneurs who want to develop their entrepreneurships and have the exchange in culture, in science, in academic spheres. We organize different summits and forums to be able to provide this economic and not only and cultural exchange between representatives of European and non-European countries. So I would say that these initiatives are very important and they have to help to provide entrepreneurs with more opportunities and more knowledge in order to develop a more relationship between the countries, the collaboration and integration and sustainable growth of all the countries in this region. So I want to say that now we have lots of opportunities. Our platform and our tools and instruments, they will always be open for new projects and collaboration to build a more strong relationship. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for your interview. Now I want to give the floor to Luca Zanetta. He represents 5G Union Trasporti, with which we will see how connectivity and infrastructure of transport can drive the economy and economic growth between Italy and Balkan countries. I hope he can join us.
Buongiorno, mi sentite?
Sì, la vediamo e la sentiamo.
Can you hear us? Okay.
Allora, innanzitutto un buon pomeriggio a tutti.
Thank you very much, and I want to thank you for this event. I was thankful for this event to the President Carnevale and Giulia Neirone, and for all the people who are here today. I want to add some information about our Union Trasporti. We are the company in FederCamere. We work for infrastructure and transport and logistics. We work actively with trade and commerce chambers to help our entrepreneurs be more active and expand their activity in different countries. So we are trying to facilitate infrastructure, logistics, and transport on territorial levels and help them open their activity to foreign markets. We are also trying to work more on digitalization and innovations for our productivity. because this will keep our companies grow and implement more technical innovation and digitalization in order to be able to plan better the development of infrastructure of the country too. Talking about the infrastructure, since 2021, we try to work with Union Camere Italiana on some new projects, and the objective of this project is to put the cameral system work more on transportation system, because this can help to make some efforts between entrepreneurs and government on national level in order to facilitate and make easier collaboration for associations and agencies and offices. Now we are trying to work on this program. We are trying to talk more even with representatives of different regions of Adriatic Sea in order to be able to create a better and stronger relationship between entrepreneurs of these regions of Italy and representatives of Balkanic countries in order to provide economic growth of the whole area. We know that Balkanic area is one of the most important partners for Italy in this. 5% of import of Italy derives from Balkanic countries in export. Now it is closer even to 6%, so we can say that it is better and it is growing. I hope that we will keep this growing more and more. So it's obvious now that it is a very important sector for us. Let's talk about Puglia, for example. Puglia is very important for Balkanic countries because they already have so many relationships. The entrepreneurs from Puglia work very much with entrepreneurs from Albania through Adriatic Sea. Also Bari and Brindisi, they work together on Balkanic market, trying to grow their agencies, and we can see the successful growth.
Il problema maggiore delle imprese pugliesi, e non solo di fatto.
And we also can see that for Puglia, it is very important because of logistics. But we also know that unfortunately now the price of logistics now is higher because of higher price for oil, because of higher price of primary materials. So it's important to create a very fast corridor from Adriatic Sea, where we have the port of Ancona, and also Falconara and Iesi, to connect them with Terreno, with Civitavecchia, Piombino, Livorno, and La Spezia. So trying to create more corridors from Baltics to Adriatics and from Scandinavian countries. But when we can create this corridor, we will have more opportunities, because we'll have the opportunity to also expand it to Iberica Peninsula and also to Balkanic countries. That's why we are trying to talk to the representatives of business to work more and more together to create and provide with more and more opportunities. And now we made a revision in 2023, but because of political problems and green revolution, we could not actually do it all together in 2023. But now we're working on this because we have to have this corridor to make our strategic role more important, because Baltic countries and Balkanic countries are very important to Central European countries, these market to Mediterranean countries, because we have to connect these markets. So Greece to Black Sea, then Italy, Austria and Hungary. All these countries can collaborate well if we create this strategic corridor, because it will be able to involve all the Adriatic region. So with the connection between Ljubljana and Trieste and the Baltic Adriatic corridor till Bari, using marine corridor Bari-Razzo. This will help to reduce the cost of transportation and also to facilitate transportation too. And the next element very important is the institution of organizations that put in ports instruments of support of different agencies to facilitate the growth and competition of the agencies of the entrepreneurship. So this is the huge opportunity for countries and for entrepreneurs and for the whole Adriatic region. We can say that this gives lots of opportunities for these regions and for international growth, involving more and more countries to work with Italy. And the last point here is about the connectivity. When we talk about the connectivity, the first thing that we consider is the infrastructure, so roads, highways, ports and airports. But also it is very important to think about networks. Networks of companies and entrepreneurships, because every company has to have this network, this chain for growth of the business. So this connectivity has to not only be transportation connectivity, it has to be a chain of different companies and modern technologies, because now we see that modern technologies and use of digital initiatives grow and grow. We have many initiatives on European Union to cover more and more networks in all the countries of European Union, and also not the areas, not primary areas. European community has lots of different initiatives to include the different territories, and one of the main instruments is to develop these networks, working networks. There are different initiatives in Italy, but also in European Union countries, all European Union countries. And for now, this requires also the participation of Balkanic countries, because in 2022, Balkanic countries were not involved yet in this project. Italy has better situation, but still, we're working globally on it. We are working on European level. Italy is not, unfortunately, the most digitalized country, but we're trying to get there. We're trying to expand and digitalize our country and our economy, because we see that it is very important and it is one of the requirements of the market, and it's one of the most important aspects now. When we talk about politics too, the first thing is that all the citizens have to be able to have access to markets and to networks through digital services. That's why in all the zones, even industrial and agricultural zones, we have to have the communication zones. We have to build highways, but also we have to build new train railways, because all these will give the opportunity for new digital transformation in transport service and also in documentation service for transportation. Now we hear more and more about digitalization in the business and in the market, which is applied for different transportation chains. And we know that the 4th of March, Italy ratified the participation in this project. And so it is the official beginning. We will say that this official beginning. Italy is the 36th country to be the part of this protocol, together with Slovenia and Greece, to be able to collaborate on digitalization. So to sum up, I will say that to grow our collaboration between Italy and the Balkan countries, we need more infrastructures and efficient transportation chains. We have to guarantee the continuation of our work and relationship, and the instruments to grow, to let the companies grow. And it has to be accessible from all the zones, more so from industrial zones where all these companies are. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Union Trasporti, for this this interview. So this is the end of the panel. I want to thank all the people, all the experts who were present today. Thank you very much also all the viewers. I also want to say that we have b2bitalia.org. To visit it, you can simply create an account as a visitor on the platform, which gives the opportunity to consult the catalog with all the ads of products and services uploaded by the exhibitors. You can visit their stands and request appointments B2B. Also, now we have no problems with calendars, so you can plan your meetings B2B with our exhibitors. Italian companies and trade and commerce chambers. Thank you very much. And I want to say that tomorrow we will present different countries and presentation of trade and commerce chambers. The first start at 10:30 and the second one at 2:30. So I wish you a good evening and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 10:30 for the first country presentation. Thank you very much.